All right, what are we doing here? We have gone and got ourselves a Bluetti AC200L portable battery power station. I'm going to bang it into the caravan, i.e. plug it in via the orange lead there, and then we're going to switch things on to see whether they work, just to see whether straight out of the box it switches on things like microwaves, hot water systems, air conditioning systems. And I've got a little helper. We've got little things in your ears. What are you listening to?
A book.
At the same time?
Yeah. Multitasking, I'm female. I know you struggle with that. There you go.
Yeah, all right. Bit of background. Why did we buy the Bluetti? So we went camping in winter just gone, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was very miserable and no sun.
There was no sun at all. We were in a valley and the sun came over the top, but it put no sun on that solar panel or our little solar panel, which you chase around the ground, but there was actually zero sun on the ground whatsoever. We ran out of power in this caravan and we ran out of power in the utes. Anyway, all right, let's start the test. Will your Bluetti AC200L run your caravan straight out of the box? Right, what's happening?
Nothing.
What do you mean nothing?
Nothing. No fridge. No microwave.
Well, it said it's on.
Well, it's not.
Let me go and check what's going on here. Rookie error. I thought by just banging this into this Bluetti, it would work. I missed a very little step out. Let me flick the camera around. A very little, hold on, I'm being shouted at from back. A little but important step. In order to make this work, you have to press AC. Now, that's clicked. And it's saying we've got a draw instantly. So we're going to start with everything off, and then we're going to see what is on the display of the Bluetti. Should be zero, really, shouldn't it? There should be nothing on there at all. Right, okay, and the Bluetti is on 0. Okay, so Bluetti 0. So put the microwave on, just in standby. Let's see what happens with the microwave on standby. And that'll just be the little LED lights, so nothing should really happen there. Justine, nothing happening? All right.
It's all happening in
It's all happening in there. There's nothing happening. It's boring out here because everything is on all zeros. All right, so I would say, no, put the microwave on. Try and cook something at full power for a minute. Just see what happens. All right, so.
Well, I take everything out of the storage cupboard.
What? It's actually a storage cupboard, not a...
Well, it's not really. It's just to stop the plate from moving around.
Okay.
I'm going to warm up my moisture thing.
Yeah, oh, we'll use it.
Because that needs doing every now and again.
You're going to run it for 3 minutes?
4 minutes.
All right, we're not even going to just run it for 30 seconds or something like that, just to see.
You can tell me to stop it if you want.
Yeah.
But
well,
there's not much you do for less than 4 minutes.
All right, well. The microwave is now jumped up to 1230, 1225, 1227. So let's say around about 1230 widgets. So what we can prove here is straight away, plugging that in, the microwave works, which you would expect, wouldn't you? Because it's meant to. That's what it's meant to do. All right, let's have a look at what else we can switch on. The microwave is actually going to be on for 4 minutes because we're actually going to use it properly. So let's see what 4 minutes of microwave does from a percentage point of view. Okay, battery is on 95%. The Bluetti's on 95%. So the next thing we're going to switch on is the hot water system. Normally we would run the hot water off gas. Not normally, all the time. But let's just put it on and let's just see what happens. My little helper, please put on the hot water. Let's see what happens here. I'm reckoning this is going to be a biggie. Oh, nowhere near as big as the microwave. Hot water system is on and it's running at 936, 937. And it'll probably stay like that until the hot water system actually fills up. The system, you know, the tank fills up with hot water, and then it will switch off. Bluetti has started the microwave, started the hot water system, and everything's working okay. How long do we run it for?
Well, I normally leave it on for 30 minutes. Are you going to do that?
Well, we're not here to see how long. We're not here to burn out the battery. So all I'm here to do is test that these things switch on, and I am not going to tell you how long they're going to go for because we're not doing the maths just yet. That's another test. This is just to see whether we can switch the caravan on straight away. And so far, so good. Let's wait. I want to watch it happen. I want it to go off, and I want to see what happens. Alrighty, switch it off. It would technically just drop straight down. It instantly drops down to 0. That's beautiful. 93%. I suppose the next one will be the big one that I think is going to be the biggest, and that'll be the AC.
Oh.
AC systems. My thoughts are they take a lot of power when they fire up, then they operate at a lower level. But that's what I've been told. But equally, some of them have hard starts, soft starts and all that. So we'll do the air conditioning system next. Now wait, before you put it on, let's just tell people what we have. So it's a Horton Bel Air 2400. Now my guess is that's a pretty stock standard AC system, do you reckon? Don't know any different. Don't know any different. So they're all different. Staying in here for this test because it's freaking too warm out there, and this is the air conditioning test.
But don't you want to know whether it's...
No, I've got my Bluetti. I've got my GoPro. My GoPro's out.
I think you're going to have to go out there.
Yeah, look at it. It's like scorching hot. We'll go out there to check that the GoPro is on. You crank it up then. Let's just see what happens.
Could I have the door shut so nice and cool in here? I think that.
No, I'd keep the door open so that all the cool air is just going out and it's really putting the system on the test. Now, this is the big test. This is the one where we really do need it. So, AC is going to go on. It's currently not on because I know everything's on 0. And we'll see how this goes. Okay, something's happened. 97, 1600, 600, 500, 560, 550, 540. I can hear it. It's definitely on. And on the display, it's funny, it started like with this really small 90 number, then bam, straight up to 1600, and then straight down to 500s. Now, that might just be fans while it's getting itself all ready, so we're going to have to leave this one on for a little bit, because it's my understanding that it doesn't come on. You set it for 25. Do me a favour, set it for. We wouldn't have it at 25. Set it for 23.
But you would if it was 40 degrees. This is what we had it set for at work,
25.
Yeah.
And it was cool.
Yeah. Because it was 41 outside.
All right. Well, that means it's working harder then. So let's see how it goes. Working harder.
23 would be harder.
Oh yeah, 23.
You have a problem with what?
Okay, so 23 will be harder.
You're the clever one in this relationship.
Yeah, put it on 23 then, make it work.
No, I think 25 will be fine.
Is that working right now?
It's the fan, I think, at the moment.
Right here.
Ouch.
Alright, door shut's dark in here. I don't need these. I've just checked and it is still... I hate crooked glasses. I've just checked and it's still around about the 570s. In here, clearly the fan's going them again and a bit of cool air being blown around. But how do we know if the air conditioning is actually on? Is that chilling?
It's chilling.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Did you change the deflectors then? Yep. Okay. Here we go. We're testing it, and I put in a King's thermometer. It claims it's what,
32 in here.
32 in here. Well, 25 wouldn't be bad then. If it's 32 in here, 25 on the display wouldn't be too bad.
Yeah, you're conserving energy, honey. I don't think this is making any difference.
Nah, because it reads really slowly. Yeah, it might be a minute before it refreshes itself. But still, I'm in here. We've got the air conditioning on at 25 and it's running. I don't know what the dial is saying out there. The GoPro is recording that right now. The fact of the matter is that
well, it is cooling because it's now 31.
Right, so there you go. So that's it. And now you're blocking it, so I can't get any benefit from it. Oh, now I can. That's working.
Yeah.
You stay there. I'm going to go outside and check the display. Heck, I'm flicking this camera around. People are going to be like sick. Like fully sick, bro. All right. My little helper is out there, in there, staying nice and cool. Okay, so it has increased. It's in the 700 range now. And my thoughts are, I think it was on fan first of all, and now the actual cooling has kicked in. 730. Well, I'm going to leave it here, leave that running for a bit and see what happens. So I've been running for a while now. It's running at them 760s. I think that's it. It's setting in there, doing that. Now it's 760s, but you'll notice on the panel there is a solar input element showing input, which is here. It'll be on the other camera. So we're losing this, but nothing's going in because there's no solar connected. But I do have this little pissy panel here, which I've just set up. So I'm going to plug this in and just see what the difference is between 770s and then when this solar panel goes in. Okay, the solar panel's in. It's only been giving me like 80s, 60s and 70s and 80s. And you'll see on the display it is putting 71 in. It doesn't affect how much is coming out, so the air conditioning system is taking out 770. It keeps going up by 10s, doesn't it? Keeps climbing. But 770 is coming out and 74 is going in from that little panel, so the numbers don't work. It's not going to last forever. However, if you had a better heavy-duty solar panel than my little ATEM 160, you would definitely see some benefit and some returns. All right, let's jump in there and let's see what the temperature is inside. It is bloody freezing in here.
No, it's only 30 degrees.
It's actually really nice in here. So,
Which is why 25 is fine.
25 has worked when it's warm out there. I did it on 23 once to try and test it, but yeah, it was working harder. I'm still working. 70 watts is going in, 770 is coming out, so it's always going to be negative unless we get better solar panels put onto it. But yeah, thank you very much. It's nice and cool in here. Do you want to go outside? Yeah, I'd stay in here actually. I want to put the fridge on now because remember that we normally have the fridge on gas. So the AC's gone off, so the GoPro's monitoring that. So we normally have this thing on gas. So let's put the fridge on because in case of emergency and the gas doesn't work, we can run it off for 240, which has happened to us in the past. Our fridge didn't work. You were about to say something.
We had to do off, but we didn't have the Bluetti then either.
We didn't have Bluetti, we had no fridge.
Off grid with no fridge.
In high 30s.
Yeah, it was a bit of a mess.
High 30s, no fridge, and we probably lost a lot of produce.
We lost a lot of food, but we kept all the drinks cold.
Yeah, that priority first. We took all the drinks out of the caravan fridge and put them in the car fridge, so all our beer was cold.
Well, that's where it stays usually.
Yeah, I know. So there you go. All right, put the fridge on, please. It's all zero, and it claims only 88% left of power. Oh, and the fridge has gone on, and it's now 290. So the fridge uses 290s, just under 300s. So there you go. Recording. So realistically, you said
Did I?
Yeah.
Say that? If it was really hot, we could run the aircon for 5 or 10 minutes.
Yep.
Just to take the chill off.
Not take the heat off, add the chill. Yep.
Yeah. First using the caravan to push it
Oh
all.
yeah, we've got a caravan in
air
there.
out.
So
And
draw everything out first.
Then put the aircon on for 5 or 10 minutes just to cool everything down.
Mm-hmm.
And then we could actually turn it off. And if it was that hot, there'd be solar going back into the Bluetti anyway.
There would, but our solar's really poor. This poor little panels here only putting in 70 to 80 watts back in. We're thinking of going to get the 200 watt Bluetti panel, which has a lot more efficiency. So it'll probably still be negative, as in the draw will be higher, but we'll be able to restock it pretty quickly.
But if we're on a unit for 5 to 10 minutes...
Yeah. It might restock it probably. Hey, on that, we also have in this car, in this setup, I'll take you into here, I don't even see it. We have got the Charger 1. Now, let me tell you about the Charger 1. The Charger 1 system, when we plug it in, it's 56 amp charging capacity, and we have run it from 75% to full in like 10 minutes.
It tends to do a percentage a minute.
Yes, it does. So obviously
However,
a little bit low.
You can't have it plugged in and topped up while you're driving because then you get attached to the van.
Yeah, no, obviously, yeah. If it gets too low, then we'll go for a drive. We'll shut the Bluetti in, charge it on the Charger 1 at 56 amps, which is quite a lot bigger.
And have the aircon on in the car at the same time.
Yeah, that's okay then, we'll do that. Anyway, so the answer is, does the Bluetti operate straight out of the box and run your caravan? And in this test, the answer is yes. Yeah.
But for how long is the question?
For how long? But we don't know how long, and that's not the test for today. That's another one. See you later. Seagulls on the run. Catch you on another episode. Bye. Love you guts.